Hello, it's Wolfie, and I'm back with another reaction video. I happened to find a video that explains loosely everything that has happened with Welcome Home in the years of 2023 and 2024. And I thought that'd be perfect to react to. Um, we can get caught up and I can finally check out the website for myself with the newest update. That being said, we might miss some key little things that were talked about in every update. We may not hit in this video because it's more of a summary of everything that has happened. So if you want more in depth, Nightmind has more in depth videos that I really encourage you guys to check out. I am obsessed with his videos, and that's why I'm reacting to them to catch myself up. So, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Also, I forgot, if you like content like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and possibly let me know what else you would like me to react to. I like anything horror. I'll check anything out. It could be super cute. It could be new series on YouTube. I'm gonna be reacting to a bunch of glitches stuff soon, like the major amazing digital circus, murder drones, stuff like that. I'm waiting for more Hell of a Boss to react to. So please leave your suggestions down below, and let's go ahead and get right into the video.
Welcome back to Nightmind, friends.
Hi.
And welcome back to Cabin Fever Dreams.
Yes.
With the
Thank
most
you.
famous project I've ever covered during this special spring season thing that I do. And for good reason. Welcome Home was first covered on
Yes.
March
Yes. Yes.
21st of last year. So now we're just a bit past the 1 year mark, and I think such an occasion calls for not only the review of the update that dropped this past March, but a quick summary of the story so far. For
Yes. That
anyone
would
who's
be very
forgotten, or
helpful.
any new neighbors visiting tonight. The in-depth videos I have are available, but for those who just want to
Oh,
get right in with a quick
captions.
catch-up of the most important points, I will be happy to
There we go.
assist.
There we
Right
go.
this way, follow me, come along. Welcome Home appeared to us on the website for the Welcome Home Restoration Team,
Yep.
a group of people dedicated to recovering any and all media and information pertaining to a lost 70s puppet and cartoon
Yep.
show
Yep. We
called,
learned all this
naturally,
from the original
Welcome Home.
video that I
Now, why was it
reacted to.
lost, and how come nobody remembers it? Maybe it has to do with the envelopes of existing media that were discovered,
Maybe.
full of paint and ink, obvious attempts to destroy the material inside.
Yeah.
Why the destruction attempts? If the hidden text on the website at the time showing a team member's spiral into madness gave us any clue, it's because
Yeah.
information pertaining to the show was a cognito hazard, the likes of which would landed in the crosshairs of the SCP Foundation.
Oh.
When I unwrapped the first letter, I felt it, the team member wrote. I heard it. Open, open, open.
That's interesting. That's interesting to talk about SMP. SCP as a SMP. SCP Foundation. That's crazy. That's crazy. I would have never thought about that. That's wild. Okay. Okay.
I want it out. I'm going to get it out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Does it hurt? This, among a few other elements like it in your classic case of sudden aggressive mental infection by anomalous forces, stumbled across this lovingly crafted website full of beautiful artwork that, yeah,
It is
really does evoke
gorgeous.
the idea of a genuine
Gorgeous.
old TV show that was popular enough to have a lot of merchandise and promotional art.
Yep.
It even included a neighborhood map, introducing us to the characters, their houses, and places of business. There's the ever-happy Julie Joyful, who talks to flowers. Sally
Julie.
Starlet, a natural performer. Polly Partridge, a
Natural.
boring hen who loves to bake. Eddie Deer, the hard-working
Eddie
mailman.
dear.
Cody Pillar, the charismatic general store owner. Barnaby B. Beagle, a comedian. Frank Frankly, a tightly dressed
Frank
friend to all
Frankly.
insects. And the central character, Wally Darling,
Wally
who lives
darling.
inside a living home, called Home, at the very center. Don't mind the black goo trailing from under Home's door, but do mind the fact that you could click on it and
I love how you said that. Don't mind the black goo, but do mind the fact that you can click it. It's It gets you curious too, and I love that.
This image, suggesting that the lurking horror present in the concept and physical media of Welcome Home managed to find its way through the newly created website and has a new point of access to this world,
Yep.
and may have influence over Wally Darling.
Yes,
There were
yes.
plenty of doodles on the site's guestbook, and a follow-up stream exploring viewer discoveries in the wake of the first video revealed the file names for the doodles were replies to messages. But who was doing this?
Oh,
The nature of the
interesting.
messages seemed to be out of character for a restoration team member. The information we needed came from out of place.
It might be home. It might be home. Like the entity that's connected to home, that's actually like doing the answering and stuff, you know?
Letters throughout the site that, when arranged in certain patterns and placed at the end of the URL, led to new pages, like this one, showing Wally Darling hiding in wait for us.
Oh,
He could
wow.
tell we were there, but couldn't see us somehow. We were urged to stay quiet if we could see him. Digging through other
Interesting. Interesting. Do you think he's hiding from the entity? You think he's hiding from the entity and doesn't want to be caught?
pages
Interesting.
revealed Welcome Home media, like segments of scripts, and eventually led to more surprising elements, like Wally singing with an echo and TV static in the background. At this point, there were no secret pages for any other characters.
Okay, okay. Just
One item of
Wally,
note
yeah.
from the news page written on February 25th, 2023, the members of the Welcome Home Restoration Project received an offer to showcase their findings about the show at a gallery held by a professional
Oh,
exhibitor
okay.
who called themselves the Question Answerer.
Right,
The
right, right.
paragraph
Yep, yep,
describing this
yep.
also showed signs that the writer was not well, definitely in the throes of an anomalous spell. We wondered at this point if they'd made contact yet with Wally. In July, a major update came to the site, including
yeah.
everything the team could put up about the Welcome Home Gallery showing. In Universe,
Okay.
the company who made the show was called Playfellow Workshop, so it was
Okay.
labeled the Playfellow Workshop exhibition. The update also came with a lot of new elements. Discoveries of old merchandise like cast records, toys, and small bugs all across the sites, which you could click on to go to secret pages containing videos.
Oh, that's
Every
cool.
video was live action, with characters speaking in some kind of scene, but out of view, creating immediate confusion about what we were watching. Were these scenes from the show? Why would we be viewing things at this angle? Why did things distort and end whenever someone spoke to Wally directly? You could also catch doodles being drawn live,
Interesting.
which led to new links containing records. Who was leaving these behind?
That's what an eye looks like. My eyes are black. What color are yours?
Wally was speaking to us.
Yeah.
He went on to say a number of concerning things, like how there were so many new eyes he had now, and still couldn't see. In other pages,
That's interesting because it really gives a creepy vibe to Wally. It makes you think more of like Wally being the evil one. But I feel like we know it's home. We know it's home, but how entangled does home have Wally? You know what I mean?
you could explore the new media uncovered, much of it audio allowing us to hear the other characters at length for the first
Oh,
time.
I love that.
One peculiar merchandise item was the talking telephone toy,
Yeah.
with every character's button working, except Wally's. But for us, the audio played.
Interesting. Wally's really trying to reach us for help, I feel like. And I don't know if it's help in aiding a plan or help in rescuing him and the other neighbors, you know? Can we answer the phone? My God. Thank you.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, Wally.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
I'm only kidding. I know you're there.
Yeah, I'm here. Hey.
Did you like my joke?
What joke about the eyes?
I think you were going to say yes.
Okay. Yes. I like your joke. I like it a
You
lot.
know, it is hard to hear you think through this funny phone of mine.
Yeah, you can't really hear
It is
thoughts.
as though you aren't speaking at all.
I'm literally answering you.
Maybe it is just a little fuzzy, like me.
And then just a little fuzzy.
Do you know who I am?
I do not. Truly, I don't. I know you're Wally Darling, but I don't know
Oh,
much
no.
more.
Well, that's not neighborly at all. We've never met before.
Yeah, no? Mm-mm.
But don't worry, even though you and I haven't spoken before,
Yeah.
I've seen you every time you have looked into my eyes.
Oh, so you can see us. Okay, okay.
I want to know, what did you see? I hope you saw a friend,
I mean, we could be friends. We could be
but
best
I'm not
pals.
sure you saw a name. Stand still. Let's start over.
I'm standing still.
Ring, 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 click.
Click.
Hi, I'm
Hi.
Wally.
Hi, Wally. How
I'm
are you?
so happy to finally meet
I
you.
am Wolfie.
I think you're the absolute most.
Oh, thank you. You're the absolute most.
Uh-oh, I have to go now.
Oh, okay. Who entered the room? Make him wanna to bounce. Make him wanna skedaddle. You know what I mean? Who is this the entity? The only Wally really knows about? I feel like the rest of the neighbors may feel something's off, but I feel like it's almost targeting Wally so bad that maybe the neighbors think it is Wally when it's not. And he wants help too.
One is probably thinking about that strange phone call. It is funny to think about. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha
Don't
ha.
worry though, neighbor. It will be a little joke between you and me.
I agree.
You have to go too. You have work to do.
I do. Am I trying to figure out how to help you?
Remember,
Yeah, yeah.
until you hear me again, keep your smile merry and always know
You like my
that I
style?
love you
I love you
very
too.
much.
I love you
Goodbye.
too. Goodbye. Have a nice
On page of
day.
the Playfellow exhibition, we got to see how the gallery show went, with all the media put on display, including a replica puppet of Wally.
Oh, I love
Notes at the
the
end of the page
Wally
mentioned that the
King.
exhibition was a
King.
success. And still, no one was able to say they were familiar with the show. Hidden on this
Wow.
page was a secret link in one of the repetitions of the word answer. It led to a photo of a worksheet someone was
Ooh,
using
what's
for
that?
the password, 5 characters, and mentioned the phone. It
Oh,
was absolutely driving this person mad. When you
yeah,
clicked on the photo, you'd
understandable.
be presented with a welcome home theme safe with some black
Oh,
mess on it. This prompted a password requiring the
interesting.
first letters of
Okay.
the character names that were answers for the worksheet from the exhibit. Upon entering those, a new and very rewarding page appeared, showing a breakdown of the normal site and a whole lot of the black creeping in.
Oh,
The writers described a
wow.
dream
The
they had
entity.
when they began working on the Playfellow exhibition.
Oh, look
Wally
at
sitting
the
at the foot of the
W.
bed with a rotary phone ringing, just like the talking toy telephone. He
Mm-hmm.
stared, waiting for the dreamer to pick it up, but they couldn't figure out how to move. They continued getting
Oh,
phone calls, or kept hearing a phone ringing, all day sometimes. It wasn't their
interesting.
phone, and they thought it was a prank by other site staff, tearing up the workspace but failing to find the source of the ringing. They couldn't figure out anything in
No,
regards to the
nah,
names of
you're
the show.
haunted. You're
No
haunted.
one question had any answers, and for someone working for the question answerer, Or the answerer themselves, perhaps. Not even exploring everything the restoration project team gave helped. They could still hear the phone ringing as they wrote.
Oh,
A
wow.
series of images were provided then, showing the
Oh, is
backyard
that
of the
blood?
exhibit contained more items related to the show, and some of the media was rather dark. There were emails back and forth between
Interesting.
the exhibit team and the restoration team, including a note about the gift
Interesting.
code,
Okay.
which held activity prizes. The email in particular was asking the website team for the code, and they were just given the worksheets, with blacklight text on the page that read, Wally Darling. Notes were given to put on cards
Okay.
before touching any art,
It's
and some of these
Wally.
quotes had
It's all
evidence of
about
blacked out
Wally.
on them, the same that seemed to be affecting the exhibit. Another printout about the team's restoration effort had a blacklight message. Everything
Oh.
is so disgusting to touch. Sometimes the mail doesn't come for weeks. I want to rip into everything I have. My head feels so muddled too, ever since I opened that envelope. Another email exchange urged the exhibit staff to touch nothing
Interesting.
with their bare hands, and mentioned that if a substance begins to grow on anything delivered, please place it back in the box it was shipped in and return it.
Interesting. So it's an entity. It was like an abyss from I'm on observation duty basically, and it's just evolving, spreading, just consuming everybody and everything that has to do with Welcome Home.
If any of the staff experienced nausea, dizziness, or fatigue, they shouldn't be alarmed. So, not just mentally infectious material, but physically.
Oh,
The
wow.
question answerer provided a journal entry detailing what was going on behind the scenes and mentioning how the restoration team sent their research notebook. The answerer was sure it must be an elaborate prank. Nobody had ever heard of Welcome Home,
Not a
and there was more of
prank.
that stuff on the walls. The phone kept ringing. A photo showed 2 research notebooks provided,
Yeah,
and the
it's not a
cover of the first
prank.
isn't comforting. The one on
Got
the
it.
left is from the website team, the one on the right from the question answerer. The website team's notebook seems to start just as we were told it all began, a desire to catalog a strange discovery. At the
Yeah,
bottom of the secret exhibition page, we see a link in a spot of the black
it's
substance
in
infecting
here.
this area of the site. It's in here. Another
Yeah.
page appears, but wait around and Wally provides a new drawing.
Let me in.
Exploring the secret pages from before also
Let
gave
me
new
in.
information, like the live action segments that began lining up as if it was all in the course of a single day, and
Oh,
other Wally
wow.
messages. This one in particular connects to the previous information.
Why won't you answer me, neighbor? Why can't I hear you?
I'm answering you. I'm
You
answering you.
know me.
I do.
You
Wally
do.
Darling.
Please
Bestie. King.
open. Let me in.
I'd let you in.
Finally, in collecting all the insects across the site and the live action sections,
Collecting
something
all the
becomes quite
insects.
clear.
Okay.
Not only was it a day in the life of the Welcome Home neighbors, we were looking through Wally's eyes for all of it, as he stared off into a fixed point, like a puppet left sitting alone. And the events didn't seem at all to fit a script for the show. The implication was startling. Welcome Home appeared to be a universe unto itself, which seemed impossible, but so was everything else so far in relation to it.
Yeah.
From the merchandise to the evidence of real-world events, like a live talk show interview.
That's
Those who
crazy.
speculated that an update would come in October around the anniversary of Welcome Home's in-universe premiere were correct, and it arrived on Friday the 13th.
Oh, of
On
course.
the
Of
landing
course it
page,
did.
Home was dressed up for Halloween, and on the front page, so was Wally.
Wally
You could find all sorts of fun
King.
items across the site related to Halloween, like pages from a Welcome Home cookbook and a Wally
Oh,
Darling
that was
costume.
so
The main draw,
cute.
though, was the recovery of a full storybook record. In
Oh.
the tale, everyone shows up to Sally's for a costume party, and they end up sharing scary stories.
Oh, that's
But
fun.
hers, which the restoration team claims they couldn't hear due to a record defect, is the best.
Oh.
You'll all be quivering with fright at my tall tale.
Sally snatched the flashlight out of Wally's hands and aimed it underneath her face. Everyone leaned in close to hear.
Ooh.
Have you ever wondered why it is we stay indoors every night?
Yes. Yes, please, please, please give us insight on that, please. Because as we talked in my last video, they're not allowed to experience night at all. Like they have to go indoors before night. And so they don't know what happened. They don't know what could be happening. The entity could like take over the entire neighborhood at night and nobody would know because they're indoors sleeping safe and sound. I wonder, was it true?
So we sing each other goodnight on the phone before bed?
Oh, so we can sort our stamps.
What? No. Sometimes. And no. Because this town is rumored to have visitors at night.
Yeah,
Something
okay,
secret in the
okay.
forest, far beyond the hills and mountains. No one knows what it wants or where it's going. Just that it is
It wants
respected
y'all or Wally or
and
something.
so many stories have risen about their origins, but I know what it is searching for. What it is searching for. What it is searching for. What it is searching for.
Oh, of course we get messed up and we won't know. Of course, not right now. We can't know right now. Okay. Okay, valid. Valid.
It is looking for neighbors who have stayed out past the daytime to gobble them up whole. That
Oh.
is why so few live here. It moves through the streets at night, but it doesn't break into homes. However, on rare instances, it will find itself with an appetite left.
That reminds me of a scary story that I listened to not too long ago about how um you can't look out a window after a certain time or you die basically. And that just reminded me of that. Like you can't go outdoors or you're going to die by these people or entities. It's more likely entity that just going to do what they want. But I mean, she's explaining now that sometimes their appetite takes over deeper. And that might be one of the entities that is messing with Wally that's in home right now. Interesting.
Satisfied by its aimless wandering. Even the occasional unfortunate insect that has crossed its path is not enough.
Wow.
Those who have lived through the night say it isn't quiet about it either. They always say you can hear when it gets closer to you. Do you know what sound it makes? I hear it every night. You
Whoa.
can hear it too, if you listen. Especially if you wait next to your window. First, there's a rustling in the bushes. Then, the scratching on the pavement. On the walls as it crawls up. Finally, if you're quiet, you can hear its guttural sound.
Interesting.
I have drinks ready.
Oh my god, that scared the fuck out of me.
Now, take into account
Oh
the
my
video attached
goodness.
to the new bug you can find on the site through the transcript for this record.
I think you might be thinking of Pedrolino.
See? Even the mailman gets it.
Of course I'd be. Wait, is that supposed to be an insult?
Oh, yes, that did, Clarence.
Oh yes, that was an insult. I can't. Oh. See, the entity, it's closing in. It's closing in. Okay, okay. Okay. Oh, that was creepy. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, is that moving? Oh, it's becoming black.
Don't doubt yourself.
Hey, how's my little devil doing over here? You got Pardon my apple for me, pal.
My little devil.
Oh, I guess you didn't do a very good job at it. Hey!
Oh, you were talking
Find
Wally.
out
You
my
were
apple.
talking
I
Wally.
think I see fang marks, Frank.
These fangs aren't real and you know that!
Sure.
Interesting. So the entity is getting close. The entity is getting close, man. Wow. Like he's even it's even there with them. Like when they are having parties and stuff. The is it night right now for them? I mean, as long as they stay indoors, right? Hmm.
Sure. That's what they all say. Don't worry though, kid. There's plenty of other eats here. What are you feeling hungry for, Walter?
It wasn't. Oh.
There were a lot more treats than tricks in the Halloween update, that's for sure. Right after a story about night
Wow.
visitors
Okay.
in the neighborhood hunting anything living to eat caught outside of its home, we see the world through Wally's eyes at the party in the scene following that same storybook record's ending. Everything becomes distorted as Wally seems to fade in and out of presence, and Barnaby's apple is eaten by something unseen.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
have been ideas floated earlier in the timeline of the project that Wally could eat with his eyes, but in context, this doesn't really seem like his doing. And
No,
Wally
it
wanted to eat his
doesn't.
best friend's
No.
apple behind his back. This update was substantial, giving us a possible lead on whatever odd infection took root in the neighborhood and was working its way into this reality.
Yeah.
While also confirming that Welcome Home's world seemed to be running by itself. The storybook record was a storybook record, not a whole episode, and it ended. Yet we still witnessed events following that exact event in video.
Yeah,
This raised the
that's
question
cool
of chicken
though.
and egg. Was the Welcome Home neighborhood alive on its own, with the show being made to capture that reality, or had the art somehow generated it? And again, if so,
Ooh, I
how
like the
was it
idea of
affecting this
that.
reality in such a strong way that it caused merchandise and could spread promotional material? This led us to
Oh.
understand why the show's media was destroyed. The idea of a presence lurking on the edges of the happy neighborhood was bound to come up while working with the concept or channeling that reality. And once it worked its way through, the danger would be known.
Yep.
All the way through its first year, Welcome Home developed in phenomenal ways, producing beautiful visual art, audio pieces, physical items, and live-action footage to portray its reality and the story. The website is an achievement to learn from and worth the admiration it's received.
It's
A rich
beautiful. The
playground for
website
exploring
is
the world of Welcome Home as
amazing.
a show concept, world build, and a growing horror tale. Every update has brought with it great new media to immerse us further in the idea, allowing us to know these characters and even the sense of what childhood may have been like enjoying its merchandise. And the latest update has done a magnificent job in expanding that. On
Really?
March
I want to
9th,
know
a
more.
member of the Welcome Home Restoration Project provided the Home Warming chapter, a winter holiday celebration.
Oh,
In addition to the
winter.
news update for home warming, marked December 25th, one was provided on the actual day of launch, March 9th, titled Mistake, saying they assumed it was still December, and the individual who posted this must not have been paying proper attention.
Nope.
Now, because this is a unique situation of review and quick start guide, and Welcome Home is a website-based exploration project, this is the moment I can give you general guidance and encourage you to move forward on your own.
Okay.
The website as it exists now is new, under a new domain, and the previous elements explained, like the live-action video bugs, Wally's records, and the question answerer's mental infection and photos of physical spread are all gone. You can't
Oh.
get those anymore. At least, not for now. You actually would need to go through the video investigations in full to see them in full.
Oh,
Moving
that's
forward, you can enjoy
crazy.
all of the front-facing pieces added in every update, as long as it wasn't put there by Wally or someone experiencing the mental infection of dealing with the show's media. Merchandise, media.
Oh, wow. Okay. So they were able to get rid of everything, which really seems as part of the like experience. Right, right. And then it's saying like if it's not put on the website by Wally himself, you're not gonna see it. You're not gonna see it. And that's interesting. That's so cool. Okay. Okay. And I know there's an update like now, and that's what we'll be going over tomorrow. Well, my tomorrow. It's probably going to be a few days ago for you guys. But like, wow.
And info on the neighbors are all there.
Okay.
Even neighbor biographies are actually keeping up with what's discovered in the media that comes through each update, which is a great touch to show
Oh,
the
that's so
restoration
good.
team is as
That's so
invested in
good.
the lore as we are.
Okay,
In
okay.
terms of the home warming updates, everything substantial is found through the merchandise page. And the last element of the home warming season merchandise lets you make sense of the many doodles scattered around the site at this time. Up to a
Oh,
point.
up to a
These
point.
pieces are for this update's puzzle, which brings you to the shadow side
Oh,
you're itching to see this time around. I can tell you it takes translating
that's
and
interesting.
rearranging. Those are
Yeah,
the only 2 steps to get
understandable.
what you need. You can head off on your own now to indulge in everything yourself in full if you'd like, which I of course recommend and will
Yeah,
always encourage.
of
Or you
course.
can hang out for a quick overview of the home warming media, followed by a dive
We'll
into
hang
the
out.
lair. Or you
We'll
can
hang
explore on
out.
your own right up until you don't know what to do, then come here, see what it takes, and then go off on your own again. Go on, make your choice. I'll use the YouTube chapter system so you know where things are. So, the first bit of fun, and
Oh my
arguably the most
goodness.
hilarious, is the giant update to the official Welcome Home cookbook. It was fun to see back in October for all the Halloween treats.
That's
But the
crazy. I
home-warming
love
section...
that.
Hats off to the Welcome Home team for all the work that went into making these pages, because there are a lot of photos, and this is one of the silliest things I've seen in a while.
That's
Holly
so
Jolly
cute.
Hot Dog-a-days. Because nothing
Holly
says
Jolly
holiday
Hot
season like
Dog
dogs, right?
Days. I
It's very
love
clear
that.
Barnaby must have written this whole segment because, well, there are 25 varieties of hot dog, most of them completely outside of anyone's palate. Perhaps I could interest you in a hearth dog to hang
I
by your
heard the
fireplace.
dog. I
Or maybe the
can't.
truly festive hot cocoa dog.
Oh
More of a
my
pepper tradition kind of
god,
person.
Barnaby.
That's cool. Alright, I enjoy that myself. Honestly, I don't know how anyone could stand to eat most of these.
Only
Excuse
a man
me?
couldn't understand the refined palate of a pooch. I mean, a corny dog? What's wrong with that? I can't.
It looks
being in the
disgusting, to
shadow
be
of a
honest.
hellhound. I've got my little buddy Wally, and you could even have your own little buddy. Not Wally though. Your own hot dog friend.
Not
Complete with
Wally though.
accessories.
That looks is the was that hair on the hot dog? Was that hair on the hot dog? Was that supposed to be a baby hot dog? Was that a diaper on the hot dog?
Jeez, my head. What's in these hot dogs? Did I... No, I didn't eat any hot dogs today. They don't make me nauseous.
What is that?
Get a load of whiskers over here. Acts like he's never seen a dog before.
Hey, I'm sorry. Sometimes weird food puts me off in a bad way.
That's
I'm
understandable.
corked for
That
being, I
looked
know.
terrible.
Let's
That
stop
looked
it.
terrible.
Let's just concentrate on the funny.
Yeah. Yes, please.
In fact, we can pick up the laughter again with the sickeningly sweet, crispy sweets pancakes. What, not festive enough?
What is
That's all right.
that?
Have some hot cocoa and gelatin.
Ugh.
Inside the
Oh
mug.
god, that looks disgusting.
Yes, the whole mug with the hot cocoa in the gelatin. And don't forget the marshmallows and sprinkles.
I mean,
And at the end of the
whatever
whole day,
floats your
when you're
boat.
mixing all the holiday recipes of the Welcome Home neighborhood, please enjoy the certified showstopper, a single pea on a plate. This was hilarious to experience for the first time, and just goes to show
Oh
the
my
dedication of the
god.
team to making Welcome Home a thoroughly enjoyable and inventive experience.
It's funny.
Even for its jokes. Next up, we have the Welcome Home Wish Book, a shopping catalog
Oh,
for
I love
merchandise,
that.
which really reflects how for 70 show, the Playfellow Workshop was ahead of the times, channeling that pure 80s buy-it-all energy. They must have had a
Yeah.
VTuber on their merchandising team.
They must have had a VTuber on the merchandising team. He knows. He knows.
But joke's on us, because, come on, as if we all wouldn't have bought 3 or 4 things by now, right?
All
It's
right.
full of fun things. Look at these toys. And look at some of the aging work done to these pages for
Oh
authenticity.
yeah,
That's a
it's
marvelous
beautiful.
touch.
It's
One curious note.
gorgeous.
This page's texture showing something seemingly drawn over it or pressed into it. Don't know how much that's on
Ah,
purpose or not as an element to really observe,
what is
but
that?
it's here,
What is
and we can
A?
make sense of certain things in it, like a length of chains on the right. At the
Mm-hmm.
end, we spot more offerings from Playfellow Workshop's audio merchandise partner, Marlowe Records, presenting much of what we know of and 3 records that exist as part of this update. There was also, curiously, a radio ad that went along with this.
Oh wow.
So many good girls and boys this year.
I love that. Hey Santa. Hey.
Their tree this holiday season with the Welcome Home Homewarming Wish Book. Children can pretend they're running their own grocery store with the
Oh.
Howdy Cash Register set.
Oh, that's
They'll
cool.
have fun exchanging goods for toy money, like giggles, chuckles, and bellows.
Oh ho ho ho.
There was a product listed for every character in Welcome Home during this ad.
That's
except
so
for Eddie
pretty.
Deer,
I
the
love that.
mailman,
Oh,
which is
that
odd.
makes sense.
Following this came
He's a
Homewarming, a
mailman.
storybook record about Wally being
Okay.
taken around the neighborhood by Barnaby to talk to everyone about the reason for the season. Wally wants to make sure home has a good homewarming, you see, and prepare
Yeah.
for any neighbors to come by to celebrate. It's a great listen by itself, just like the Happy Haunting record, and I could give you a clip, but anything I might grab will just be the story as it is, nothing glitchy or out of place. The only element that stands out worth noticing isn't audible. Once again, we find Eddie Deer is missing in the festivities. I'd also like to
No.
point out
Leave my Eddie alone. Leave my Eddie dear alone. Why are y'all being mean to him? Don't bully him. Don't bully him.
if anybody does want to go ahead and sit down and listen, that it is some of the best performance work that Wally's actor has put forward so far. Highly characterized. And of course, that matches the quality of everybody else's performances this time around. They all just keep getting better. Eddie is present in the album that follows, Up from
Okay.
the Top, which is
Okay.
reassuring. Maybe he wasn't around for the previous 2 pieces, but he's not gone, clearly.
Good.
Still,
Good.
what was up with that?
Maybe Eddie found something out that or saw something he wasn't supposed to see. Maybe he saw something he wasn't supposed to see, and now like the entity is targeting him in a way of like trying to make him disappear. That's why we notice he's like kind of not there now.
Day Hullabaloo is given too, and is a fun listen on the world building side. Barnaby's tobacco pipe is
I can't.
Ooh,
Oh
a
my
relic of the
god.
times, huh? A tie-in product for Hoopla brand cigarettes. Don't go after Barnaby for that decision. He's just a dog.
He's
They're
just
different
he's
times.
just a
They're different
dog.
times. Bugabye and Goodnight is a song
You're
by
in
Frank Franklin about
different
insects hibernating for the winter.
times,
And
and
then we
he
have something
needs
interesting. Greeting cards with the
cigarettes
restoration
to
team notes as well to
survive.
scan
Sorry.
eras of the show. And finally, the holiday edition of Crispy Sweet cereal.
And there's
Frosted Crispy Sweets.
Eddie
With
Deer.
Eddie Deer on the back giving us a decoder ring that matches 2 elements of the site.
So see, maybe he did find something out, and he wants us to, be able to put 2 and 2 together, and that's why we have this. Right? Right? Mm.
Doodles we've seen scattered everywhere, and
Yeah.
a face that appears on the new tower south of the neighborhood.
Oh,
tower
a
is
new
a mystery,
tower.
But with the decoder ring, we can solve another.
Oh
Gather
yeah,
up all the
yeah,
doodles
yeah, yeah.
across
Okay,
the site and
okay.
use the decoder to figure out the letters. One page in particular, the guest book, has 3 symbols for W.
Yeah.
www. That gives us the impression of a web address. By the end, you'll have a lot
Oh,
of letters. Your new task
www.
is to take out 3 W's and descramble the rest into something coherent. This could be a big task. One element that may help is to scan it for the domain extension type. The new website ends in .net, and there are
Yeah.
enough letters to use that. So if you assume .net, then you don't have as many you have to work with. There are no major clues to the pattern on the site for the descrambling. You've got to keep trying it. Luckily, we have the answer.
Oh, thank God.
awayfrompryingeyes.net. Feel free to take that and explore it on your own for the full immersive experience. There are no more puzzles to solve in this update.
Oh,
This is a
okay.
very different site, and one it seems we'll need to visit again in the future. The owner
Away from
writes,
prying
"Hello.
eyes.
If you have found this page, thank you. It shouldn't have been that difficult to arrive, but it would take effort to get here regardless.
I mean, yeah,
The Welcome
okay.
Home Restoration Project is a unified effort that first launched in January 2022. The
Mm-hmm.
goal seems so small for the website. It was to uncover Welcome Home fully and to tell its story. It needed me. I needed it. Everyone started to look at us. You want this as badly as I do. I know you do because you come here again and again to see what I found.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
so sure. I was sure the end was in sight, or at least served as the beginning of it. But since then, nothing has made sense to me. No one has come forward or provided leads, and dead ends have since piled up. Nothing
It's
from our
we
curator
don't
has
have
seemed to
enough
cover.
yet. We don't
I
have
don't know
enough
what
yet.
happened to them to become so unwell to create that page. What has arrived, however, has felt truly upsetting. There was something on the old website. We have since remodeled, but everything still feels burned into my mind.
Ooh.
Videos, text, crude drawings, invading this space that had been created. I felt nauseous when I found it. I was paranoid too, more so than I have been. I have
Okay.
been working so diligently to achieve this goal.
Yeah.
It's been such a long time. It's been almost 4 years publicly, and I've yet to truly find it. So much sacrifice, focus, and time.
Yeah.
The writer goes on to say they've made this website to catalog their own findings through unconventional recovery efforts, and to eliminate
Okay.
potential tampering by the restoration team, as well as document how they're feeling. They hadn't realized so much time had passed between December and now.
Wow.
saying,
Okay,
much
so
has
we get
evolved.
like we almost get like a diary too of all his findings and his feelings and everything, which will really help us in the future with future updates to really see what's going on. We need to make sure we know that website. We need to make sure we know that website for future updates so we could check it
I've been in
again.
my home since then, reminding us of the room in the question answers gallery. The website is clean now, and while they'll be making sure nothing gets through again, they will archive what's happened since launch that's been scrubbed, but it will take time. Their final message on this page? Don't forget to wave up high. W. Is that concerning? Yeah, of course it is. The first item under
W.
evidence is broken phone. Clicking through, we get an audio recording and some explanation.
Is
I
this
keep tinkering with the
Wally?
Welcome Home toy phone, or rather I have been playing with it. It plays everything as it should. The only button that consistently changes is Wally's, which either doesn't play at all or warbles out something incorrectly. Today it rang for me. Sometimes it will do this. I assume a button must be jammed to consistently play that noise. Instinctively I answer it, but nothing will come out. I've caught myself saying hello into the receiver in the past, but I've stopped now. This time, however, audio started playing on it that shouldn't be playing.
Oh,
I was
wow.
so worried it was in my head again, but I have proof it wasn't. Here is the audio. You can hear Wally too, can't you?
Hello? Hello? I'm calling to wish you a happy home warming. From me and home.
From me and home. Oh, that was creepy.
Wally
That was
sings Toyland
creepy.
for the listener, the bonus song on the home warming record from the main site. The call continues.
I'm trying to get better at singing. Did you like it?
Beautiful. It was beautiful, Wally.
I
Absolutely
wish
fantastic.
I knew, but you still won't tell me anything.
It's because we don't know if we can trust you. I mean, it was very cryptic. You said, we wish you a happy homecoming from me and home. We are very, very, concerned about what exactly home is and honestly your relationship to it.
It's so quiet. It's so quiet. It's so
So
quiet
quiet.
during home warming.
Warming, my bad. Home warming.
Everyone's usually so busy, so it's just me and home for a long while.
See, that's creepy.
But I still like home warming. Everyone likes home warming.
Hmm. Are y'all forced to like it?
I don't want to end this call,
You don't have to. We're here,
but
Wally.
I
We're
have to
here.
go get
No,
ready for home warming.
you don't have to go. You don't have to
Barnaby
go.
will be here soon. I have to
Barnaby.
go.
Okay, you have fun with
Remember,
Barnaby. Bye,
until
bestie.
you hear me again, keep your smile merry, and always know that I love you
I love you too.
very
I love you,
much.
King.
Goodbye.
Bye.
It sounds like Wally called before the events of the home warming record. He also sounds a lot more energized than before.
Yeah.
Still tired, but like he's now at a good 70% back to himself.
Yeah,
The
I
second
noticed
evidence
that.
entry, though, commercials. This
Mm-hmm.
is the major section for the March updates. After clicking, we read, "Whatever I found is remarkable. It feels like a miracle." When the website first launched, I had found something playing from a very old television in my home. I was compelled to turn it on. I could see something. I could hear it too, but I had nothing to record it
Big
with.
yawn.
I would occasionally turn the television on. I don't know why. I think I could hear or see something.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, last year in the summer, I had taken a photo and listened to dialogue that I believed to be from the show itself.
Okay.
I felt like an idiot. I hadn't recorded anything. I was so entranced by what I was seeing. Since then, I haven't turned it off. I wouldn't let that mistake happen to me again. If I kept watching and listening, I knew something would come back.
Yeah.
I was finally rewarded in December. The channel it appeared on didn't make any sense, but I didn't care. Video evidence and audio started playing, one after the other. I've captured and compiled together whatever I could. I can't make sense of anything. Older television always felt strange to me anyways.
Is it the apple?
Admittedly, I'm frustrated. I feel distraught. When I finally fell asleep, no more video or audio ever returned. What could have been seen made me feel sick. To record so little took so much work.
Yeah.
When footage would appear, I would have to move to another channel, where another would appear and then disappear again. I knew I had to stop though. I was too exhausted and I was tired of waiting through hours of static just to find another commercial.
Yeah.
I don't know how this was happening, but the show never appeared beyond clips of Eddie Deer. I don't want to post this publicly on the WHRP site, at least not yet. I can't stomach anything that's happening. In the middle of this
Interesting.
text is a 22-minute, 14-second video of original Welcome Home footage, including period-accurate animation styles. This is the major evolution of the project in this update, and there's no substitute for sitting
Interesting.
down and watching it yourself, which I highly encourage.
I'll have to watch
You
that.
know where to find it. Away
Away from
pryingeyes.net.
pryingeyes.net.
Evidence
Okay.
entry 2, commercials.
Okay.
We won't be going over this video in its entirety, so if you want the full experience, you know what to do.
Well, we'll watch it when we go
We're treated
hunt
to a mix
down
of
the
welcome
new
home
update.
bumpers and ads in and around a home warming special. The first genuine commercial is this delightful animated piece for Crispy Sweets, followed by an ad for the Welcome Home Cookbook.
Oh.
Something new shows up here. Mrs. Beagle's Barnyard Eggnog, which comes up again later, oddly enough, and has a slogan on the cart. Open your mind.
Open your
Kind of an odd thing to put on
mind.
there,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Throughout these pieces, we get cuts of live-action footage through the eyes of Eddie Deer, the mailman. He's pretty clearly here now.
There we go. Prettier than a magnolia in May.
I love Eddie.
Well, no one has asked me to deliver nothing yet, but I know they'll be
Oh.
calling me up real soon.
Yeah, I
Till
bet.
then, I reckon I'll just focus on wrapping my own presents. You know, I ain't never had so little to do on a holiday before. No matter. I can fill in the time just fine. Let's see. Oh, let's wrap Sally's presents first. Or actually, maybe Julie's. She's gonna love this chimney cozy I got her. I mean, I hope she does.
Yeah, I hope
Come
so
to think of
too.
it, Julie hasn't called me either.
Aw.
She always calls to play some sort of game. I've been in the post office all day, and no one has given me nothing to deliver. Maybe I missed something. Maybe a memo, a note, like anything. Maybe this is. Wait, no, that's just the shopping list. Okay, well, no notes here. Oh, I bet everyone's outside playing in the snow.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Eddie.
I can't see anyone out there.
Oh.
Maybe they're in the woods. Oh, shucks. Can't just leave the post office.
I mean,
bet
you
the moment
could,
I leave, the moment
honey.
someone should walk in needing something or other.
Aw. You're such a hard worker.
Mercy, why ain't no one told me anything? Not a call, a visit, a peep, or nothing. How am I supposed to do my job when no one gives me something to do? Who's ever heard of folks getting recognition for nothing? No one. That's who.
Aw.
These moments lead up to a surprise, an illustrated continuation of the home-warming storybook record, now
Oh,
showing us where
wow.
Eddie was that whole time, and explaining these live-action moments.
The reason we didn't ask you to deliver any presents is quite simple. We have already done it.
Really? What are you doing up there?
Everyone insists you work so hard. All of us wanted to give you a break so you could finally enjoy
Aw.
it for yourself. So stuff an envelope in it and escort me to Wally's homewarming party.
Maybe I
Come along,
do need a
hurry,
break.
hurry.
Okay, I'm coming.
So Sally Starlet and Eddie Deer make their way to home together with the rest of their friends. When they entered the doorway, the neighbors cheered. Finally, everyone was here.
Everyone was
After
here.
hanging up his coat and hat, Eddie plopped himself down on one of
Yeah.
Home's seats.
You deserve a
Maybe this
break,
is what I
Eddie.
needed.
Yes,
A
yes.
single pea on a plate. Yeah, I'm finer than a frog's hair split 4 ways.
Yes,
So,
King.
the resident, reliable mailman finally got to take a day off for himself. Everything was delivered. His friends were all here, and, most important of all, Eddie Deer was happy. Eddie Deer was happy. So Sally Starlet and Eddie Deer make their way to home.
Oh. He doesn't look very happy. And it's echoing. That's really weird. But he doesn't look very happy. He looks kind of upset still. Yeah, look at him. He's distraught. Eddie? Eddie, dear? Oh. What does he see? Oh. Oh my god, no. Oh. Fuck. No, the entity is it's getting to Eddie, and that's why he had all these feelings against his neighbors and everything, is because the entity is consuming Eddie now too. Oh, got it. What is that? 4? He's not okay. He's not okay. Why is my heart beating fast? I'm scared. Is that melting? That blood? Oh no, it's molting. Interesting. Okay. He is panicking. He needs out. Is it just me that anytime you hear heartbeats or something, your heart just beats faster and faster, faster and faster? Oh, sorry. It's moving. The door is moving. No. You. No. Oh. Mm. Why do I have anxiety? Stop. You. Oh, he's like seeing things too now. Oh my god, get him out. Get him out. Save Eddie. Get him out. It's 4 again. Maybe the captions just picked that up and it's not that important, but it's interesting. He's staring into Eddie's soul. Oh, ew, no.
Hello, Mr. Deer. I heard from Sally that you've been worried about deliveries all morning.
All morning? More like all day. I could see it all from my spot up on the tree. It's not easy being the most important decor for home warming. But I do what I must for this little neighborhood.
Oh, I love Sally.
I still don't know who helped you get up there. Well, if you've been in your post office all day, it couldn't have been you, could it, Mr. Deer?
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, okay. Huh.
Mr. Deer? Mr. Deer, are you...
No, he's freaking out. He's freaking out. Frank, he needs some help. You need to get him out of there, Frank.
Eddie.
Frank, get him out.
Eddie, are you there? Why aren't you answering? Eddie.
Yes, take care of him. Get him out. Get him out of the hole. Get him God.
Happy home warming to one and all. Ho, ho, ho.
No. Let him out. Let him out. Oh, Frank looks so concerned.
You ever dissociate at the Christmas party so hard you see through into the underlayer of reality?
Listen, we don't need to talk about that, okay? Okay? Listen, that's a very loaded question, sir. It is something we don't need to talk about.
Yeah, happens to the best of us, Eddie.
Yeah.
It's not really hard to describe this segment's impact and achievement so much as it feels tedious to try. It's just so different and unexpected compared to everything that we've seen and known in Welcome
Exactly.
Home.
Exactly. It's like a slap in the
especially for those
face.
of you who just experienced it alone. Every element of media used so far in the project has now come into play.
Yeah.
Live action, illustration, animation, audio work, effects work, culminating in this surreal, Lynchian event that we can understand as Eddie suddenly being truly aware there is more to the neighborhood. Eddie's sitting right at the door to the layer underneath.
Exactly.
Notice how things went in the sequence of events. Eddie had an abnormal kind of day and was just trying to stay in his routine, stay in character, if you will. His neighbors were kind enough to gift him a day without work for home warming, And while people who live in their work may always say or think that they'd really love a break, when they actually get free time or suddenly don't have the thing to do that they know themselves to do as part of their entire identity, then it doesn't feel good.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. Oh my God. It does not help to eliminate something you were so used to. It doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. And he'd had a panic attack. He was disassociating so hard and had a straight up panic attack. He was losing his mind.
It doesn't feel like the vacation ads on TV that they've seen, that they've thought.
Yes.
Maybe I'll have that. Maybe I'll know what that's like. Maybe that does feel good. But then it doesn't. You sit
Wow.
and you do what you think is relaxing for a few minutes. You try to vibe with people around you. And you wait for it to happen.
Yep.
That mythical relaxing. That happy calm that everybody talks about. And it doesn't come.
Nope.
Then a new type of stress hits, which we observe here very plainly. The sense of loss from falling out of character with yourself, and what you may start to see instead. Eddie was very suddenly in a position he is never in, without a job to do, to just sit there with his pea on a plate and enjoy the atmosphere. And he tried, but with his attention and sense of place taken out of its natural course, he's a character off script, and as natural consequence, his attention was allowed to drift elsewhere. Even as an anxiety response began kicking in, Eddie's attention expanded to what seems like a hyper-awareness. And
Yes.
for the first time, he saw home in the ways we've seen it. He saw something, or several somethings, that the neighbors have not seen, except maybe Wally. Imagine that Christmas
Ooh.
gift.
I want them to talk. I want them to talk. I want a conversation between them. Give it to me. Give it to me right now. Yes. Oh my God. I didn't even think about that for a second. I need them to have a conversation.
It's so hard you drift
I need them to have a conversation because I need to know if Wally is going to be like, yes, thank you. You see it too. Let's fight against it. Or if Wally is going to be like, Betty, everything's fine. You're fine. You just had a moment. You just need to go back to work. Oh, well, perfectly fine. Everything's fine. The neighborhood is bright and shining and everything's beautiful. I need to know what will happen.
Missing the thing that should not be. Sometimes the people who are hard workers every day, all the time, truly don't want you to help them do nothing, actually.
Yeah.
And what's more, Frank has just become more aware by just seeing Eddie in this state that there's more than the happy neighborhood as part of this reality.
Exactly. Now
What
Frank is.
Eddie just saw, but he can see its shadow. It's a potent moment and a new awareness for us too.
Okay.
Wally
Okay.
isn't the only one who has awareness of something other. This was suggested by Sally's story in Happy Haunting, but now we've seen alongside Eddie. That red, that bright, piercing red, which we've seen associated with home and the talking toy phone.
Yeah.
What is it? And the images of what look like Toyland, the song Wally sings for home warming, the place you can never return from once you pass
My
its
heart,
borders.
like my stomach, still
Eddie has
feels
passed
like
them, and he won't be the same
pit in
anymore.
it almost.
Welcome Home
Oh my
won't
God.
be the same anymore either.
No.
This project has really advanced in such a delightful way. This is now firmly on the track for the investigator character from the restoration team to come into focus and do their thing.
Yes.
Which is when activity always picks up in a plot.
Yep.
And
Yep.
having grown to such awesome elements as original animation is a mile marker for a project like this. I'm gonna say it. The animation is my favorite new inclusion.
It's
It was on my
amazing.
dream list for things to see in Welcome Home, and now it's here.
It's
and I'm
beautiful.
So happy. Cheers to the team
It's
for
so
getting such an
fun to
exciting
look at.
edit, and cheers to the animators and anybody who worked on it. All around, congratulations on such an ambitious and powerful update. The artists, the animators, the sound designers, Clown for writing and directing, and of course, forever, this stellar cast. Final notes on this update. The storytelling behind the new website is plausible and helps justify the change in writing, so good work on that.
Yes.
The angle of one team member breaking away from the rest is also a great storytelling angle, giving us a solid character to root for and ride along with.
Yeah.
The creation of the storybook records is a fantastic way to world build, even when it's not pure overlying story progression, and the techniques in them have gotten stronger. Welcome Home does an excellent job of providing main storytelling work and world build. The ratio of cake to frosting is right, if you understand that comparison. I've mentioned before, I believe, that many other projects of this nature would overplay the horror elements too often, too early, and too strongly. Welcome
Yep.
Home knows precisely how to keep it in line at this point in the narrative. It's always played it extremely well.
Yeah,
And
I
can
love
we
it.
acknowledge again all the effort that went into the cookbook?
The cookbook
That's
is
a lot of work.
hilarious. Yeah.
That's a whole mug inside the jello. Who has the patience to get a whole mug inside the jello? The team that brings you Welcome Home, that's who. You put the mug in the jello. Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
As with all the updates that have come before, I'm very excited for what's next. This
I
remains
agree.
one
I
of the most
agree.
inspiring and high-effort projects in the field. I'm also going to take this moment to give a shout out to Clown's release of the next makeshift campaign for Welcome Home, Barnaby B. Beagle. It also includes some
Oh.
collector's pins of
Oh,
Walking
those pins
Barnaby
are
and
pretty. I
Mario
want
Rosie.
them.
It'll be open for the next few days on a last week extension.
Definitely
The link
missed
in the
that.
description.
This is
Finally,
like a
Miss
year
Lovely
old.
Wally, go get yourself his best friend. This isn't a sponsor, it's just passing along the word. Whenever merchandise succeeds for creators, it helps them do cool things and keeps their lives stable. And if sales of Barnaby means more Welcome Home, then let me be Howdy Pillar and show you the merchandise.
I love that.
You know what I will sponsor real quick on the way out, though? Myself.
Nah, we're good. I'm sorry, dude. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. That was a lot. That was a lot to consume. Um, like I said, I'm behind on the updates. And we're on huge update like 3, I think. Not even. Like we had the Halloween update, had the Christmas update. Now we're like I think spring update. That's what I think we're at now is spring update. And just the holiday update gave us so much. And again, I really need a conversation between Wally and Eddie. Now that Eddie is being awakened to what's happening in the neighborhood, I really need that conversation to happen so bad. And I need Frank to see it a little bit more too, because I would love for them all to be on the same page. I would love for all the neighbors to be on the same page, but I hate to say this. Somebody will die. Somebody will die. It will have to happen. And my theory will be either Wally's best friend Barnaby or Frank or Eddie. And the reason why I say Frank or Eddie is because it's not going to be Wally. Wally's in too deep. He knows too much. I feel like it won't be Wally. And he's like the main neighbor, you know, and the main character and everything like that. But Bestie or one of the other two that are finally like noticing stuff, I feel like eventually somebody's gonna die. And I would love to hear y'all's theories about that in the comments below. That was just beautiful. It was fantastic. Also, in the description below, I will of course be leaving Nightmind's original video that we reacted to today to get all caught up in this wonderful fandom. And I will also be leaving a link to Clown's Kofi because of course you should help out the creator of Welcome Home if you're able to. If you liked this video, please, please, please like, comment, or subscribe. It helps out a bunch, and it helps me be able to keep doing this as well. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Bye!